The world is loud. Everyone is panicking. Bad news spreads faster than the truth. The weak react and the strong remain calm. In times of crisis, people look for a leader, someone who is unshaken, unbothered, and completely in control. That person must be you. For centuries, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus mastered the art of staying calm under pressure. They ruled empires, faced betrayal, survived plagues, and yet they never lost themselves in the chaos. They understood one thing: you cannot control the world, but you can always control yourself. Today, we unlock 7 Stoic laws of staying calm in chaos. If you master these, nothing will shake you. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Control your mind, or the world will control it. The world is a storm. Every day, you are hit with negativity, distractions, and chaos. The weak let these things consume them. They panic, they react, they lose control. But the Stoic remains unshaken, because he knows one truth: control your mind, or the world will control it for you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the first law of staying calm. The world will always be in chaos, but that chaos only affects you if you let it inside your mind. Look around you. The news floods your screen with fear. Social media fills your mind with comparison. People around you panic over things they can't control. But you are different. You see the chaos, but you do not absorb it. You remain still, focused, unshaken, because your mind is yours, and yours alone. Here's how to apply this today. Cut off unnecessary noise. Stop letting the news, gossip, and social media dictate your emotions. Practice the pause rule. Before reacting to anything, pause, breathe, think, then respond. Remind yourself daily, I control my thoughts. Nothing outside of me can shake my peace. Most people are slaves to the chaos around them, but the man who controls his mind controls his life. Be that man. Lesson 2. Accept that chaos is normal. You must be the eye of the storm. Most people believe that life is supposed to be peaceful, easy, and predictable. They think that if they just do everything right, they will avoid suffering. But that's an illusion. Chaos is the natural state of the world. Change is constant. Uncertainty is inevitable. And the sooner you accept this truth, the stronger you become. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You must build up your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible, and no one can keep you from this." Chaos does not destroy you. Your resistance to it does. The more you wish things were different, the more you suffer. The more you complain about the world, the weaker you become. But the moment you accept that life is chaos by design, you free yourself from its control. Look at history. The Roman Empire was always at war. Marcus Aurelius didn't waste time wishing for peace. He adapted, he endured, and he ruled. Billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos didn't wait for the perfect time to act. Some embraced the unknown and took risks while others hesitated. In nature, the strongest trees are not those in perfect conditions, but the ones that have weathered storms. Most people react emotionally to chaos. They panic, they complain, they give up. But the Stoic? He expects the unexpected. He prepares for difficulty. He does not fight against the chaos. He moves through it. How do you apply this today? Stop resisting what is out of your control. If the world is in chaos, let it be. You are still in control of your actions. Accept suffering as part of life. Hardships will come. Expect them. Face them. Use them to grow. Visualize the worst, then let go of fear. Train your mind daily. No matter what happens, I will remain unshaken. The storm does not ask for your permission. It comes. But you are the eye of the storm. While the world is shaken, you remain still. Lesson 3. Detach from what you cannot control. Master the art of indifference. Most people suffer not because of what happens to them, but because of how they react. They waste energy worrying about things that are beyond their control. Opinions, failures, setbacks, delays. But the Stoic? He does not allow external events to dictate his peace. He is indifferent to what he cannot control. And because of that, he remains unshaken. Epictetus wrote, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not. If it is not in your control, let it go." Weak men are controlled by the outside world. If someone insults them, they get offended. If plans don't go their way, they get frustrated. If the world is in chaos, they feel powerless. But the strong man, he understands this. The world will not bend to your desires. People will always have opinions, but their words do not define them. Things will go wrong. Expect it. Adapt to it. Keep moving. Look at the great leaders in history. Marcus Aurelius ruled through war and plague. He could not stop the suffering, but he could control his response. And so he remained calm while others panicked. Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years. He could have become bitter, angry, and vengeful. Instead, he chose to master his own mind and become a leader. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career. But instead of crying over failure, he moved forward and won 6 championships. How do you apply this today? Make a list of everything stressing you out. Then divide it into 2 columns: what you can control and what you cannot. What you can control, take action. What you cannot, accept it and move on. When faced with stress, repeat this mantra: if it is not in my control, it is not my concern. You do not control the weather. You do not control what others say. You do not control the chaos of the world, but you do control yourself. And that is all you ever need. Lesson 4. Your emotions are a weakness. Master them, or they will master you. The weak man is controlled by his emotions. He is quick to anger, easily offended, and constantly anxious. When something goes wrong, he reacts impulsively, shouting, complaining, panicking. But the strong man, the Stoic, he remains in control because he understands that emotions are a weapon, and if you do not master them, they will be used against you. Seneca wrote, "A raging fire grows stronger with wind. So too must a wise man grow stronger under difficulty." Look at the world around you. Politicians manipulate emotions to make people panic. The media sells fear because it gets attention. Weak men fight battles they could have avoided because they could not control their anger. This is how people destroy themselves. A man loses his temper in an argument and ruins a relationship. A businessman decides out of fear and loses everything. Leader reacts emotionally instead of thinking strategically and falls into a trap. But the Stoic man, he is unreadable. He is unshaken. He feels emotions, but he does not let them control his actions. When he is insulted, he remains calm, because another man's words do not define him. When things go wrong, he adjusts, because panicking does not fix the problem. When others react emotionally, he watches, because he knows patience wins wars. Consider Marcus Aurelius. He ruled an empire through war and disease, yet he remained composed. He faced betrayal, but never let anger dictate his response. He saw that emotions come and go, but self-control is permanent power. How to apply this today? Practice the pause. Before reacting to anything, take 3 deep breaths. Delay your response. Do not argue with fools. If someone provokes you, let them talk. Stay silent. Their anger will expose their weakness. Train yourself daily. When something frustrates, you ask, will this matter in a week, a year? If not, let it go. Most men are slaves to their emotions, but the master of his emotions, he is untouchable, he is feared, and he is always in control. Lesson 5. Chaos will test you. You must become unshakable. Life is not fair. It never was, and it never will be. You will face betrayal. You will be tested. People will try to break you. The world will throw everything at you. Uncertainty, fear, loss. And most men, they fold. They crumble under pressure. But you will not. Because from this moment forward, you are no longer just a man. You are an immovable force. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Look at history. Look at the men who became legends. Julius Caesar was betrayed by the very people he trusted. He saw it coming, but he never begged. He never pleaded. He faced his fate with silence, and his name became immortal. The samurai lived by one rule, already dead. They walked into battle fearless, because they had already accepted death. Their enemies? They were the ones who hesitated, the ones who panicked, the ones who lost. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. They tried to break him, but instead he used that time to train his mind. And when he walked out, he didn't return with hatred. He returned with power. Here's the truth. Life will not go your way. You will lose things. You will be disrespected. You will have your moments of doubt. But the moment you let it shake you, you have already lost. The moment you react emotionally, you give your enemy control. The moment you break under pressure, you show the world you are weak. What should you do instead? Develop a warrior's mindset. Expect difficulty. Expect struggle. Be ready for it. Meet it with a smirk, not fear. Build your mind like a fortress. Every day, train yourself to be unshaken. Take cold showers. Practice patience and control your emotions. When life tests you, stand tall. No complaints, no panic. You breathe, you adjust, you keep moving forward. Because in the end, it's not about what happens to you, it's about what you do next. The strong man, He does not break. He does not beg. He does not crumble. He stands. He endures. And because of that, he wins. Lesson 6. The man who masters stillness masters everything. A lion does not waste energy chasing flies. A king does not argue with fools. A wise man does not get pulled into pointless battles. In a world that wants to pull you in every direction, you must master stillness. Because the man who can remain still, calm, and in control, he owns himself. And the man who owns himself owns everything. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Look around you. Most people cannot sit in silence for even 5 minutes. They need distractions, noise, entertainment, and something to fill the void. If there's chaos, they feel the need to react, to jump in, to prove something. But the Stoic, he remains still. He does not waste energy on what does not serve him. He does not respond to every insult because he has nothing to prove. He does not chase every opportunity because he knows what is meant for him will come. He does not let outside chaos dictate his inner world because he is the master of his own mind. Consider the samurai. Before every battle, they would sit in stillness, breathing and focusing. While others panicked, they remained calm, collected and unshaken. And when the moment came to strike, they did so with precision, not emotion. How do you apply this today? Stop reacting to everything. Not every problem needs your attention. Not every battle needs to be fought. Train yourself to sit in silence. No phone, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. Master your inner world. Become untouchable. The moment you control yourself, nothing outside of you can shake you. Weak men are always moving, always talking, always chasing. But the strong man, he knows that power is in stillness. He is silent. He is focused. And when the time comes to act, he moves like a storm. Lesson 7. Become the calm within the storm, and the world will bow to you. The storm will come. The chaos will rise. The weak will panic. They will run in fear, scream in confusion, and beg for direction. But you will stand still. You will be the one thing that does not break. And because of that, the world will turn to you. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome through war, disease, and betrayal. He should have crumbled, but instead, he remained still, like a mountain while the storm raged around him. Napoleon walked through battlefields of fire, completely unshaken. His soldiers saw him and believed they could not lose. In every war, in every crisis, in every empire, one thing is always true. The calmest man in the room is the one who holds the power. Why does this work? Because when you are calm, you can think. When you do not react emotionally, you control the situation. When you stand strong while others panic, you become a leader. Whether you want to or not, look at today's world. The weak complain about politics. The strong adapt and win. The weak panic over failure. The strong see it as part of the path. The weak react to everything. A strong response only when necessary. How do you apply this? When chaos strikes, lower your heart rate. Breathe. Slow everything down. While others react, you remain still. Do not let outside forces shake your mind. No news headline, no insult, no setback should pull you from your center. Train yourself daily. Hardship is coming. Expect it. Welcome it. Dominate it. The world is fire. You must become the cold. The world is noisy. You must become the silent. The world is chaos. You must become the order. Because in the end, the man who is unshaken, the untouchable man, is the man who wins. The final power statement: everything you need is already within you. The world will test you, life will push you, people will doubt you. But the question is this: will you remain unshaken? Will you be the man who holds his ground when the storm comes? Or will you fall like the rest? You know the answer, and now it's time to prove it. If this message spoke to you, do not just watch, apply it. Like this video, subscribe to Apex, and move forward with power. The world belongs to the calmest mind in the room. Make sure that mind is yours.